Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Max's Perspective podcast. Hope you're doing well today. Today, let's talk about the current events of Taiwan, the current situation. There's a few things going on which we should talk about. Number one is the drought. So drought is when there's no rain and therefore there's no water and therefore we are running out of water. So in some parts of Taiwan, they're going to have water cuts. Water cuts, meaning that the water will be turned off for certain periods of the day or the week. I know in Taichung, next Tuesday and Wednesday, there will be no water for 48 hours, which is pretty tough. That's very difficult to deal with. Maybe 24 hours would be okay. You kind of prepare water in some buckets and you can clean yourself. And the next day you'll be okay to get back to normal. But in this case, it's 2 days, and that's much more difficult, especially as recently it's getting much hotter. So we're much more sweaty, sticky. So it's hard to stay cool, stay dry, and therefore stay clean. So yeah, that's going to be very difficult. So I really hope that the drought will not last too long. Ideally, we need a few typhoons. But that's another situation to talk about. The amount of typhoons happening in Taiwan over the past few years has definitely become less and less and less. On the one hand, that's a good thing because typhoons bring lots of damage to Taiwan. But on the other hand, it means we're not getting as much rainfall. So that's like a big long-term thing. Possibly, this is like a climate change topic. So yeah, lots to think about there. What else? I mean, if this is the future for Taiwan, then I guess they'll need to build more reservoirs. Reservoirs are the things that keep the water, the rainfall. So we'll need to build more reservoirs, bigger reservoirs, I guess. So when it does rain, those can provide more water. So yeah, it's short term and long term. It's not looking good. So hopefully we get some rain soon, and then at least the short term solution will be covered. Also, what's kind of connected and a little bit depressing recently is the amount of pollution in the sky, air pollution. Taichung is very bad. Kaohsiung is very bad. I've even heard people in Taipei say that it's worse than usual. So the whole of Taiwan is really bad. Taichung, where I live, it is shocking. It is terrible. It's like my human rights are being violated. All of our human rights are being violated. The past few days, it's like breathing, like you can see it in the sky, you can feel it on your skin, you can feel it in your nose, in your mouth, in your lungs. Yeah, so that's really bad. I'm very unhappy about that. I hope that the people who make decisions will make better decisions because, this is about people's livelihood, people's lifestyle, people's freedom to have clean air, which should be, that's one of the basic human rights, clean air, not something that gives you cancer. So that's really bad. And of course, I say they're connected because it seems like, we just need some rain, some wind, and it'll solve both of those problems. But again, that is just a short-term solution. The long-term solution, something really needs to be done in Taichung, especially there's that coal power plant, which is just causing so much pollution. It needs to be sorted out. There needs to be an answer. Somebody needs to do something. I think the government is trying, but then the people who run the coal power plants, they have their sort of goals to meet. So yeah, Something needs to happen there very soon, very soon. It's terrible. But let's finish this little sad discussion with a good thing. And the good thing is that this weekend is Tomb Sweeping Festival. That means we all have a 4-day weekend, which is really cool. We can sort of relax and maybe go somewhere. I will definitely be leaving Taichung to get some fresh air. It is, very, very well needed. What are you guys doing for tomb sweeping? Going away? Are you doing anything? Are you going to sweep your tombs? Tombs. I think lots of people will be traveling, so I hope you are, travel safe and do everything nicely. And there's no question today. I just want to give you a very quick fact. Did you know that the Taichung power plant in Longjing, just outside Taichung, it is the 3rd largest coal power station in the world. It's the 3rd biggest coal power plant in the world, and it's one of the largest emitters of carbon dioxide, meaning it is really, really huge, and it is producing so much carbon dioxide, so much pollution. It's a huge power plant, and it powers a lot of Taiwan, not just Taichung. It gives power to most of Taiwan, and it is got very outdated equipment. It needs to be modernized. It needs to be given new technology, new facilities to make the air cleaner. It's a very old thing, and it's huge, and it's terrible. I just wanted you to know that. And so my question to you is, what do you think about this, and what can we do about this? Because this is a big problem, not just for people in central Taiwan, but all over Taiwan. Do you have any ideas? Do people listen? How do you get the message across to people that this is really bad? Please let me know in the comments. I would love to know your thoughts. And we will see you next week. Have a good weekend.